Okay, and so today on circles, we're going to look at the equation of a circle part 2. So that's going to include finding the x and y intercepts on a circle, the y-intercepts, the x-intercepts, and further forms of the equation. Okay, so here today we're going to look at the x and y intercepts of any circle. So as we know, the y-intercepts occur when something crosses the y-axis, and the x-intercepts occur when something crosses the x-axis. So if we stay here with the x-intercepts for a moment, well, at those points here, y is equal to 0. So the x-intercepts always happen when y is equal to 0. So we just let y equal to 0 and we solve, and it should give us two values for x when it comes to an equation of a circle. Likewise, the y-intercepts, well, we can see that they happen here along the line x equal to 0. So we let x equal to 0 and we solve, and again we should get two values for y. Okay, so make sure that we sketch this into our notes and then let's do a question. Okay, so here we're asked to find the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts of the following circle. So if we begin with the x-intercepts, we know that that's when it crosses the x-axis. So at that point, y is equal to 0. So here we're going to have x plus 3 all to be squared plus 0 minus 2 all to be squared equal to 13. So let's expand that out and solve. So that's x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus minus 2 to be squared is plus 4 is equal to 13. So x squared plus 6x plus 13 is equal to 13. So minus 13 from both sides, they cancel, and that gives us x squared plus 6x equal to 0, which is x times x plus 6 equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, or x is equal to minus 6. Which means we now have 2 points on our circle, 0, 0 and minus 6, comma 0 being the coordinates of the x-intercepts. Okay, and very straightforward then, it's the same process here for our y-intercepts. So instead of, or here instead of x, we're letting it equal to 0. So we're going to have 0 plus 3 to be squared plus y minus 2 all to be squared is equal to 13. So 3 squared gives us 9 plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 equal to 13. So that's going to give us y squared minus 4y plus 13 equal to 13. Again, subtracting 13 from both sides and they cancel. So y squared minus 4y is equal to 0. So factorising out the y, we have y and y minus 4 equal to 0. And so just solving then for y, that gives us y equal to 0, y equal to 4. And so our two coordinates then for the y-intercepts, we're going to have, again, 0, 0. And here we have x equal to 0 and y equal to 4. So again, there's the coordinates of our y-intercepts. Okay, let's look at something further around the equation of a circle. Okay, so here in this question we're asked to find the equation of the circle having the lines y plus 4 equal to 0 and y minus 2 equal to 0 as tangents, with its centre lying along the line. So the first thing we're going to do is sketch these lines. So here we have, well, the line y plus 4 equal to 0 is the line y equal to minus 4. So that's one line we can draw straight away. And the other line is y minus 2 equal to 0 is the line y equals to 2. Okay, so we'll sketch those two lines first of all. Okay, so we have both of these two lines drawn, our line y equal to 2 and our line y equal to minus 4. Now we know, so these are tangents, and before we even look at the centre line upon this one, we know that the centre has to be halfway between these two lines. So what's the distance here? Well, from our graph we can see it's 2, 4, 6 units, or if we just mathematically, so we have 2, the difference between 2 and minus 4, so 2 minus minus 4 is equal to 6, and half that distance is 6 over 2, so it's going to be 3 units from either of the lines. So if we go to our line y equal to minus 2 and take away 3 units, then it's going to have to be along this line here. And that's again here just confirmation that the line y equal to 2, take away that 3, gives us the line y equal to minus 1. Of course, we could have begun with our end line here and had y equal to minus 4 plus 3 would also give us this line here. Okay, so let's draw in our line y equal to minus 1. Okay, the other piece of information that we were given in the question is that the centre lies on this line here, the line 2x plus y equal to 4. So here we have 2x plus y equal to 4. So rather than drawing out a table, let's see what information we know about it. So it's y equal to minus 2x plus 4. So we know our slope is minus 2, and we know it crosses the y-axis at the point 4, 0, 4. So let's draw in that line there, and we should see where it intersects with this line, which would give us the centre point, but also we can do it mathematically as well. Okay, so there's the point 0, 4 drawn in, and then obviously a slope of minus 2. So every 1 unit we go across, we're going down 2 units with our line. Okay, so there is our line drawn in, and we can see it intersects somewhere around here with the line y equal to minus 1. So just for greater accuracy, let's do this algebraically. So here we have our equation of our line here, and it intersects so at y equal to minus 1. So I am going to substitute minus 1 for y here. So here we have 2x, well, plus y, so that's plus minus 1, which is minus 1, is equal to 4. And then tidying up to solve for x, plus 1 on both sides, they cancel, and we have 2x is equal to 5. And so x is going to be equal to 5 over 2, which means our centre is equal to 5 over 2, comma, minus 1. Okay, so we're almost there. So we have our centre, which we can use for this formula. The last bit then that we want is to get our radius. So our radius will be the perpendicular distance from this point to the line y equal to 2, or the perpendicular distance from the centre to this line here. So let's just use our perpendicular distance formula to do this. Okay, so here's our formula again for the perpendicular distance from our log tables, and we know that our line has to be in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So if I'm taking either of these lines here, for example the y plus 4 equal to 0 line, I need to have that in the form of something x, so I have no x in that case, plus y plus 4 equal to 0. So that gives me here A, B is, well, 1, and C here. Okay, and so then substituting that with our centre point here, that's our x1 and y1, that gives us the perpendicular distance, which is going to be our radius, or is equal to the absolute value of 0 times 5 over 2 plus 1 times minus 1 plus 4 all over the square root of a squared, so 0 squared plus 1 squared. So or is equal to the absolute value of 0 plus, so minus 1 plus 4 is 3, all over the square root of 1 squared, which is the square root of 1, which is 1, which implies our radius is equal to 3. Okay, and so that's the last bit of information then that we need to substitute into our equation of the line formula. So just finishing off here, if we bring back down our centre bit, and we're going to label that, of course, h and k for the x and the y value. So that's going to give us an equation of a circle, which is x minus 5 over 2 all to be squared plus y minus minus 1 gives us plus 1 all to be squared is equal to 3 squared. And we can just tidy that up. So that's x minus 5 over 2 all to be squared plus y plus 1 all to be squared is equal to 9, and that is our equation of our circle. Okay, so again, make sure you've all these notes in your copy and then have a look on Schoology for the questions.